Greetings, fellow undead. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to V Rising. Episode 18, Killing the Act 2 Boss, Octavian, the Militia Captain. There's the greatsword, and that's the sword that, like, Tristan used, if you recall. I find it, I struggle to use it. So I'm missing coarse thread for paper. And coarse thread is pollen and plant fiber. So let's just, however much pollen I have, just throw it at the, at processing. You can grind up flowers for pollen. So if you have like a huge farm growing a lot of flowers, you can make a lot of coarse thread that way. And Glitch has returned from the Church of the Damned. Oh, which is very handy because I think he was sent out for Scorchstones. Not that I think he's going to have a lot of them. But, let's see. Oh, 7. Plus a lot of bone and grave dust. Yeah, not bad. And he's not injured. Which means I can immediately redeploy him out. And Popper, you are most welcome. Thank you for the kind words. So I'm going to send Glitch right on out back to the Church of the Damned. If I wanted to, this is a bit cheesy. I could send him for like a one-day hunt. And the reason for this is like I would get a lot more stuff, but I'm not going to do that because it's like kind of, you know, exploiting the fact that I'm streaming this. So I'm just going to only send them out on minimum duration, fully acknowledging it's like way less efficient. But this is for like balancing reasons so that I don't blow past any resource scarcities from stream to stream in a way that, like, the typical player wouldn't be able to do. So he's sent back out. I'm going to tidy up my inventory and then drink all my... Well, head over to the big bad boss fight. So the last thing I said I wanted to do is fight Octavian. So interestingly, Octavian gives you the Ancestral Forge, which requires iron, which we have, and Primal Blood, which, thanks to Jade, we know how to make, and Radium Alloy. Radium Alloy is obtained from Ziva the Engineer. So you kind of have to kill the boss, but the Ancestral Forge isn't something that we're immediately going to have access to. Just an FYI. Alright, let's go ahead and suck down the potions. And head for the big bad boss. See how much he kicks my butt. Actually, I'm not even going to carry those. None of my gear is low durability. Yeah, it's all fine. So the Militia Captain is very far away, and often, like, I don't usually do this, but often it will tell you where they are if you overlook it. In this case, they don't, but like sometimes they're in their tooltips. It will tell you physically what zone they're in. Which can be helpful, and obviously you can just look it up online too.
Whispers of blood.
$57 rogue. Not terrible blood. By no means the best, but not terrible.
Veins of the mortal realm. Feel yourselves.
Oh, I wish it wasn't daytime. That's bad timing. This is not a good place to be in during day, but oh well. I'm here, I'll make the most out of it. Or try to, at least. Pen to the Spellweaver. Man, I keep getting blueprints I already have. I keep getting the 2 pendant blueprints over and over. Oh well. Dude, you hit the horse. Do you feel bad about that? Oh, don't throw a torch in here. That would hurt. No, no, I said don't do it! Oh, no. My tender skin. You believe these enemies not listening to me? It's tragic. Well, needless to say, this is not a good fight to do during the day, as this is the battlefield here, and it's got not a lot of shade. So I'm gonna hang out here messing with his lackeys until nightfall, because I don't have a death wish. But what I can do is I can kill all the patrolmen and stuff so that they don't attack me during the boss fight. And luckily, he has the observational skills of like a goldfish and has no idea that I'm looting him blind over here. At this point, silver's not bad to have, too. Because I'm only missing one piece of my, Ooh, Soulburn. I'm only missing one piece of my, set. My Dark Magus set. And if I could find the blueprint being sold, that's a really easy way to fulfill that full set bonus. Okay, we're almost at nightfall. Polarity shift. Okay, I don't have that yet. This is good. I mean, the act boss areas are pretty good for resource farming too, as one would imagine. It's one of the harder zones within the region. So Bastion Dunley, you know, just has a lot of good resources. I've gotten 9 reinforced planks here and 20 silver and decent amount of iron and stuff. One more hour of daytime, and we're set to go. So, who in chat thinks I'm going to be able to do it first try? And who thinks I'm going to get schooled? It's almost night time. I want to open with my Crimson Beam. Peekaboo!
Monster I have to deal with myself. So be it.
So he fights a bit like Tristan. My timings on everything have been bad so far. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, I thought I hit C in time.
To me!
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm going for a ride.
Here's an old trick!
Ow. You're so scary. Did you leave the fight? Alright, fine. I'm gonna heal then. He just like whirlwind out of the neighborhood. I talked. Hi! Pleasure to see you here, I guess.
To me!
Stop summoning backup.
Here's an old trick!
Here's an old trick.
Soldiers!
It's like he feigned death. Bye-bye, Octavian. It was a pleasure to beat you.
Taste of knowledge.
Another Pendant of the Sorcerer? I think I have 2 of those books on... No, Spellweaver, never mind. For a second I thought I had, like, the same pendant twice over. I was about to be mad. Alright, now there it is. So, he gave us double-wide castle entrances that I plan to employ. Equipment storage, if you want to put your jewels, armor, and weapons away, but I already have, like, jewel storage. And then the Ancestral Forge, with a spell point for storms. So there's the Raging Tempest, which is like a giant electric dash. High damage, kind of like you are the projectile. And then the Lightning Typhoon. Spin around, gaining a fading haste and shock nearby enemies for a lot of spell damage. Both are really, really, really high damage. So you guys can choose. And it looks to me like you guys want to see what Typhoon looks like. Alright, let's, Hey, villager. Give me 11 seconds. This is definitely a, screw you in particular. I almost feel bad doing this. Oopsie poopsie! Someone save me, he screams. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna save you, pal. Your widow doesn't even have bones to bury. I turned you into a Jamba Juice blood slurry. And sucked you down like you weren't nothing. Those are words that have never been uttered by another human. And you're welcome. So at this point, all of the Act 2 bosses are dead. I don't have the means, as I mentioned, to build the Ancestral Forge, but what I will tell you is it's a workstation used for restoring ancient shattered weapons. So the Ancestral Forge is how you fix these broken things. So if you were wondering, like, hey, where are all these weird broken weapons that I keep collecting? Like, don't get rid of them, because you'll be able to fix them. I do find it a little strange from a gameplay mechanic why the game would give you those things before you have the means to fix them. I feel like that's like, you know, if I was to critique the wrong order of operations, or at least confusing order of operations, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Take it for whatever it's worth. But let's make another primal blood so that we do have the materials to build that once we collect everything else. And then what about knowledge? How disappointing will this be? So we got yet another pendant. Oh my god, why? And boots that we didn't need. And we're gonna have to get rid of the 3rd pendant of the Spellweaver book that we found or something. I've destroyed a lot of these. We, I think, have enough silver to buy a blueprint. I think it was 45. So I'd very much like to shop around for one. That sounds terrific. And in fact, we have enough library flooring. Oh, nice! That's really handy. So library flooring is going to cost just straight planks. Well, let's do that. It also has me realize one thing I hadn't done, which was this. To only be done during the day. So I did initially build 2-wide, which was kind of like weird and ugly, but that's because you can do 2-wide doors and gates and everything. So here's a 2-wide entryway. I hope I have the iron. Oh crap, I don't even have the iron to put gates on my doors. Smelt quickly. This is embarrassing. But using the 2-wide castle entryways can make everything that we've built so far look a bit nicer. So that it's back to feeling a little bit more open, I think. And we're probably going to want one of those up here too. That would look super strange. Be like this. And now this is ready to be a study. It's probably not big enough for the eventual full size, but whatever. Now it has matching flooring, which should make making paper and stuff a little bit cheaper. I can't get rid of that pillar though. That's I'm just gonna get rid of that door. Do I have enough for an entry gate? Yeah, almost. What do you think? Bars or a door? Bars like portcullis or door? I'll leave it up to you. Wow, Team Door going hard. Okay, all right. I feel you. I came up here to put my scrolls away. That's right. There we go. So here's a 2-wide entryway, which definitely matches the decor a lot better. Now, the chances of the Magus gloves being offered are kind of low. But at this point, like, I have a merciless weapon, and I have... Oh.
In my abyssal sight, every heartbeat echoes. Thoughts are mine. You are mine to control.
I think we're about to get a new...
Bend to my will.
servant. Or prisoner. I'll have you guys decide in a minute. I can't believe it's like the only one in the 90s I've seen today. I haven't been surfing around for blood shopping, if you will, but I have been checking almost every opportunity that I've been afforded. So the fact that that's the first one in the 90s, is it? No, there was a dog, there was a wolf in the 90s, but like that doesn't count because you can't dominate him. There was a brute? Oh, what blood type was that? Yeah, that was brute blood. And I like brute blood, but I don't care. I mean, if you want guys vote for it to become a...
Welcome, stranger.
Alright, so they have the Magus boots again. So yep. Nothing for me to shop here, unfortunately. I'll check for blood types while I'm here in human form. But I have to mouse over it because I can't do blood sniffing in human form. No, there doesn't seem to be any good blood in here either. Uh-oh. The sunneth cometh.
Veins of the mortal realm, reveal yourself.
So it's going to be one of those things, like, I'll just continually shop around for the last remaining piece of that set. Not so big of a deal not getting it, because we are close to being able to get to the next tier anyway. But it would always be nice to have, especially for our followers. So, what to do with the brute? Servant or blood donor? So for reference, I have warrior blood, rogue blood, scholar blood so far. So I've got 92 rogue, 100% warrior, 75 scholar, and this brute. And I can turn the brute into a servant if I want them, and they are of the Dunley farmlands, so they would be best suited in the Dunleys. Or I could have them as a blood donor. And brute blood I like, but yeah, it's up to you guys. And if you... It looks like servant is leading the polls, so let's go ahead and prepare for that. Because I haven't had any new servants in a while. So 12 planks, 8 copper, 1 greater essence. I mean, I can make 10 of them right now, so I might as well make a few, so I don't have to go hunting around for the materials in the future. So, lots of open spots for future servants. And the amount that you can have is determined by your Castle Heart level. So at Castle Heart level 3, I can have up to 6, which is why I just plopped 6 down. So it looks to me like you guys want the Brute to be in servitude. So let's get a raffle timer up. And raffle them off.
The human mind bends. Bend to my will.
Oh, I didn't bring any blood with me. Yeah, I probably need that. So, Tenacious Strength reduces difficulty by 100 when hunting in harsh environments. Blood quality lends to 34 to 42 expertise and is a Dunley farmland hunter.
You will find fulfillment in service.
So, 6 minutes, 37 seconds. So I'll stream a little bit longer today, just so that I can raffle and name them. So the last priority I have right now is make gear for the Brute. So I'll see about trying to set the Brute up with some gear really quickly so that I can issue them an order to, like, go mine iron for me or something. So that next stream I have more material to work with. I don't know how much wool thread I have, though. So ideally, I would be making... full set of Holofang. Perfect. That's a good start. I don't have really any iron to speak of, so I won't be able to turn the Holofang into Magus gear. Because I know I'm, like, basically totally out of iron. And then, because of Glitch's errand, we probably have enough Scorchstone. Or enough mats for Scorchstone to be able to make Pendant. So I have a full set of Holofang getting cooked up now. Now, the lack of iron is a bit of a problem, but I don't need a lot of iron to be able to make a weapon for him. Plus, I already have, like, a spare iron sword, which might be enough. Although a merciless quality weapon would be obviously better. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. So the Holofang's already being cooked up. And then the pendant. So the pendant costs gem dust. And then after we get the pendant, one thing I can do now that I can switch pendants is I can pick which pendant I want. So I could do a spell leech pendant or spell cooldown recovery rate pendant. So I think I'm going to decide to make a spell leech pendant, take it for myself, and give him my hand-me-down Dawn Runner. So 3 amethyst and 12 glass. I have exactly 3 amethyst. That works out. Got plenty of glass too. So, pendant for him. And a full set of Holofang. I'll take the gloves. You know, my followers always get hand-me-downs. The benefits of being a vampire lord, you know? They gotta deal with it. If they're in my stream, why not let them borrow my weapon? I could. So raffle timer's done. It's gonna go to Octavian. Cool. And let's see if I can just muster up a little bit of iron before the end of before they are resurrected, because it's gonna be a minute for them to actually physically get rezzed. So if I can hit like even 2 iron nodes or 1 iron node, it'd probably be enough. And this is when, as chance would have it, I'm like definitely not going to be able to find iron anywhere, because the game has a desire radar and knows that I desire iron, so it despawned all of it within the zone. And I'm going to find plenty of sulfur and copper out here in the Dunley farmlands, but no iron. It's like, that's how it's supposed to work, I've been told. Yeah, for real, there's no iron around. Sulfur, quartz, stone. I mean, of course there's going to be stone. I should have just gone to the Haunted Iron Mine, knowing that they'd screw me like this. Yeah, it's a new horse. Slowest horse I've seen. Better than no horse. So I'm stubborn. I'm gonna oh god, this horse is slow. I'm going to quickly get the iron I need.
You
Hi, Jade.
stick around.
Don't hurt me.
Like cowards.
Ah! I'm glad her pistols have like terrible range.
Secrets of the sanguine world, speak to me.
This entryway looks a little hot to me. Oh, can you not do that?
One shot, one kill.
Go away, Meredith. Oh, you're still Jade. What the hell?
One shot, one kill.
Stop! Get out of here, Jade! I'm not interested.
One shot, one
I don't want to fight you. I'm here for iron. She's so rude.
kill. One shot, one kill. One shot, one kill.
Bye. The ultimate sign of disrespect is a boss trying to kill you, and you're just like, yeah, I'm like, I don't care. Oh, caltrops, for real? Now that's rude.
One shot, one kill.
Stop! Oh, okay, I guess that's not my horse anymore. So mean. She's so mean. Wouldn't mind having a spare horse. Oops, that's not how to make friends with a horse. Oh, how are you 8 speed? You're somehow slower than the last one. 8.1? Now I'm just being trolled. For real. Y'all just trolling me with the worst horses. This ain't even a horse, this is just a pony. I'm riding Sebastian. Community might be happy, but I ain't. Or Parks and Rec, I should say. Okay. I would normally want a backup horse, but not one that is that bad, so I'm gonna leave that one behind. Do the bosses revive? Yes, they do. I've already killed her. She just, you know, has a thing for me and wants seconds. You can hear it in her voice. Very sultry. So let's go ahead and try to make a weapon for Octavian. So that I can quickly deploy them out and get more resources for next stream. That sounds like a very fine idea to me.
Purposes.
So you're gonna get pendants, full Hall of Fang, and you're just missing a weapon that we're working on now. Don't you get more resources for longer expeditions? You do. But I don't intend to do the longer ones for stream balancing reasons. I mentioned this like 20 minutes ago. So I will give the new guy maybe another Merciless Iron Reaper, and I'll just keep the old Reaper. I'll switch Reapers so that my current Reaper gets repaired, or doesn't need repair. So there's the Reaper. Oh, you know what? Greatsword. Let's do Greatsword. Just so that I can show you the attack set of the Greatsword.
My blood reserves run low.
So we need 1 Sapphire. 3 planks and an essence. There are 3 essences. Oh, no need to apologize. But yeah, for balancing reasons, I'm not going to be using like the long ones, because I cranked up the gather rate for my servants to like ×3. So if I did like the 24-hour excursions, I would get an unreasonable amount of resources for very little effort. So here's the attack set of the Greatsword. I don't particularly like it, but you've got the big slicey slice, and then the slammy slams. I find same is true of the Iron Mace. I have a hard time landing the slices and slams, which is why I typically don't use that as a weapon. But that brings Octavian up to gear 56, which is pretty good, and should allow Octavian to survive a dangerous deployment. So let's see. If you were to be sent... Oh, yes! Because you're both Tenacious Strength and Dunley Farmlands, you are perfectly suited to get iron ore. Yes. Begin the hunt. And now that all of my little servants have been deployed out for hunting, I think this is where I am going to leave off for this week. Thank you for tuning in to V Rising, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow vampires.